Looks like there's another chapter as far as the LG versus Aam Aadmi Party Delhi government war is concerned. The LG has now asked the Chief Secretary to look into the complaint from Dalit Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, citing non-payment of bills to the tune of 16 crore rupees by the Delhi government to over 1,000 Dalit workers engaged in cleaning of sewer lines through Delhi Jal Board. My colleague Rupashri is joining us for more on this. Rupashri, what's really more details as far as this complaint is concerned, and considering that it's connected to the Dalit community, this could be extremely embarrassing for the Delhi government.
Well, definitely it is not going to be comfortable for the Delhi government because this complaint has been made by the Dalit Indian Chambers of Commerce and Industry. And there was a body of representatives who met the Lieutenant Governor, led by the chairman, Mr. Milind Kamble.
Okay.
And this happened in end of September, and they have alleged that their dues to the tune of a whopping 16 crores is still pending with the Delhi government, with the Delhi Jal Board. And the scheme essentially relates to a flagship program which was launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and it was called Stand Up India, in which actually the vision essentially was to steer away, the manual cleaning of sewers. And contractors were employed, if I am correct, about 89 contractors were employed for this from the marginalized community, who in turn employed another 1,000 contractors. The allegation is that the government is yet to pay the dues of these people who had been engaged in under this scheme.
Okay, Rupashri, just hold your thought. I'm going to come back to you. Let me just take the first BJP reaction as well. Amit Malviya of the BJP IT cell is also joining us. Amit Malviya, this complaint has come in from the Dalit industry group, and it is a complaint of fairly serious nature. Your first response?
Well, there are several gross irregularities that are now coming to light, where issues such as non-payment, or for that matter, the Anganwadi women not getting their dues. You have electricity scam where amount worth 8,500 crore has been collected from people of Delhi and has not found its way to the public exchequer, and another 11,550 crore has been just given away to the two private companies, are all coming to fore on the back of the massive liquor excise scam that we saw in Delhi. There are several other questions that have been raised around the number of classrooms in schools and whether these schools have been actually made, whether the classrooms have been counted twice over, and so on and so forth. So clearly, the entire facade of a Delhi governance model is now crumbling, and there is a lot that Arvind Kejriwal and his ministers are to be questioned on. We have seen several of their ministers being in jail now for an extended period, and the courts indicting them. And these issues that are now coming up with regular frequency raise a big question mark on Arvind Kejriwal. And it's just not limited to Delhi. We're seeing that in Punjab, where the Aam Aadmi Party is in power for the last 6 months.
Okay,
so
but Amit, since you mentioned the regularity with which these complaints or these investigations are now taking place in the national capital, I'm asking you a preemptive question because we've seen this in the past, that every time the LG initiates a complaint or an investigation into a complaint, the government in Delhi says that this is vindictive politics, that this is all being done to somehow bring down that Delhi model that you're talking about ahead of Gujarat elections. So can I take a reaction from you on that? Because that seems to be what the Aam Aadmi Party's response often is.
Well, if the Aam Aadmi Party hasn't paid the Dalit workers who are engaged in some kind of activity for the Delhi government, then where is the question of politics or vendetta in this? If 30,000 young girls haven't got sanitary pads for the last 2.5 years, where is the politics in this? The problem with the Aam Aadmi Party is that they conveniently try and hide behind political vendetta for everything, from scam to non-delivery of governance, and it clearly has its shelf life.
Okay, I'll leave it at that. Amit Malviya, thanks a lot for joining us. We will try to get the first Aam Aadmi Party or the Delhi government response on this update that we're getting. One more complaint of a fairly serious nature, again a financial nature against the Delhi government, and this is related to the Delhi Jal Board as well, which is already under investigation. Time for a very short break.